This is my 3 words for 2018. Welcome back to the vlog. It's good to be back the first day of January 2018. And this is an exercise that I've gone through for many years. But to get there, I got to tell you a little bit of a story. A good friend of mine, Chris Brogan, started this some time ago. I don't know how many years ago. I'm going to guess it's got to be going on 7 or 8 years for him that he's done this. And what Chris did on his blog a long time ago, and we'll put a link here in the show notes, he started to write down the 3 words that were going to shape his year in the coming year. And they were going to be the big themes that he was going to operate around. And I remember the second year I think he did this, he chose 4 words and he didn't have a great year. And I don't know if it had anything to do with the 4th word or if he just didn't have a great year, but he attributes it to being sort of not focused and not really focused in on 3 themes. I've done this exercise for a number of years. I had to pull up last year's because you sort of get into a groove and you have to remember why you chose those words. I started reflecting on this in October to think about what are my words going to be for 2018, because it's a new year and that means there's a lot of work to do. So I went back and I looked and I studied these to remember what caused me to choose the words, and I'll share with you last year's. The first word in 2017 was integrated, which means everything operating as one. Everything is integrated. All parts of my life, all parts of the business, everything working together in sync. And I did pretty good on that last year. I didn't do as well as I wanted to, but these words are aspirational. It doesn't mean that you have to get everything right or that everything works out perfectly. The second word that I chose was impeccable. And impeccable is such a powerful word. It means that it is clean, it is perfect, it is what it's supposed to be. It's not out of place. It's the best quality, and there's something to that word that still resonates with me. If I could keep it for another year, I would, but I'm going to try to find a way to weave it into what I do and every single thing that I do, and that's sort of how this works when you choose 3 words. And the last word that I chose last year in 2017 was essential, and what I wrote, I had to go back to remember why I wrote it, is better than more. And we always want to keep adding things. Oh, I want to do this, and now I want to do this. If it's not essential, it needs to go away. And that's been a theme that's recurred for me over and over again. So here's what I chose for 2018, and leave me your notes in the comments section here on what your 3 words are if you do this exercise. The first word I chose is 2 words. It's North Star, or Polaris. And there's a star in the northern sky that people navigate by because it doesn't move in the sky. It's called Polaris. It's not the brightest star, but it's a bright star. And literally it's placed perfectly so the rest of the stars all move around it. If you ever see it, if you can find it, and you're standing and you're facing due north, period. It doesn't move. And this is going to be east, and that's going to be west, and that is south. And if you're following your North Star, for me that means you are who you are supposed to be. You are doing what you're supposed to do. Everything is aligned with that North Star. And you can just navigate every decision by Polaris, by that North Star. And I think that's a powerful first word. The second word goes back to a theme I always go back to. This time it's via negativa. And I took this from Nicholas Nassim Taleb in the book Anti-Fragile. And it's about not adding things. So when you're sick, you might think, well, I need to take medicine. Well, maybe you need to eliminate something from your diet, or maybe you need to do something that takes something away and not always put something in. And I love this idea. It's an old idea from Christian theology, because you can't explain God. Their idea was, well, we'll decide what God isn't, because that's easier to explain to the human mind than what God is. That's really where it started, but it's such a useful tool to look and say, what needs to be taken away, not what needs to be added. What do I need to take away? And if you've done any exercises, planning your goals, setting resolutions, going into a year, we just add and add and add and add and add. Where are you going to get time to do all these things that you want to add? You're like, oh, and I'm going to exercise every day, and I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to plan all my meals, and I'm going to read a book every single week, and I'm going to take 16 online classes. No, you're not. You don't have enough time to do all these things. So you have to decide, what can I cut out? And cutting out is equally as effective as adding things. So those are the 2 first words. The first is Polaris, or the North Star, and the second is via negativa. The third is leverage. And leverage is another word that's super useful. You cannot scale the unscalable. You cannot have more time, you cannot have more energy, you cannot have more resources than you have. You have what you have. Which means if you're going to produce better results, you have to find a lever. You have to find something that you can pull on that multiplies your power. And I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. In fact, I have an offering, a learning management system that's going to come out next year because it allows me to share my message and to help more people when I don't have more time. It means that I can be there when I'm not really there, like this, like a YouTube video. It means that I can share, and a book is leverage. All these things that allow us to expand what we do for more people and scale up the results that we produce and the difference that we make for other people. It's so important. I've been working on leverage for a long time. I haven't gotten it right, so 2018 is the year for me. North Star, Polaris, Via Negativa, leverage. Those are my 3 words. If you haven't done this exercise, go check out chrisbrogan.com, search for his 3 words, and then read the whole history of it and get a sense of what he's done. If you go back to January 1st on the blog, we'll put links here, you'll be able to go and see what I've done year after year and how those have changed. And then leave me comments here. Tell me what your 3 words are for 2018 and how it's going to make a difference in your life. I'm Anthony Iannarino. Welcome back. It's 2018. Hit the like button, share this with somebody who needs it, and hit subscribe. This is Everyday.